set to go. Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Takes it at the... And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Well, how's that for an early storyline? Some people are asking the ushers where their seat is, and boom, we've got a score on the board, a fumble return on the opening kickoff.
And this is where all the tailgating groups are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time.
But man, those bratwursts, they're good, Charles, they're good. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football. We witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now here comes Teddy Bridgewater, first-round pick back in 2014 as he looks to command this Panther offense.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he has met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. This defense for the Falcons, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go right back to Singletary. They find some open field here. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. To throw, Bridgewater. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Arnold Ebiketie coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. As we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end. So they were on him in a hurry. But he's got his target, Harris. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Bridgewater. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal.
motion to his left. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second down and goal. Bridgewater. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers march right down the field on the opening drive to take a first-quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Falcons first and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 42. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to beat... But you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Back to throw now on first down. Throws right back to London, complete again. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, 45 yards. And the Falcons have moved out in front.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Coup now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulted in the touchdown on play number 2. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. Taken at the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time. They'll leave him with a fall of just a few inches. That looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they picked up the first down.
Jalen Hawkins is there to bring him down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. Throwing is Bridgewater. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Bridgewater. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Julio Jones. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A first down throw for Bridgewater. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 34. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs. And pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down the number 4. Get this inside the 30. Picked up there, 26 yards.
First downs running succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll run. It's Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have retaken a third quarter lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Drew able to connect on the extra point. And will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The defense is ready for the back to leak out, and even have a second play waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's swung out wide to Sanders. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Gun. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And you can see, as many of you already know, they have clinched the NFC South. But as it stands, Charles, they would still need to host a game on Wild Card Weekend.
And that's a good thing for them, because coming out of your division, getting to the playoffs with an opportunity to host to start the playoffs, that's a pretty good way to get things going. Whoever came out of this division, we knew that they were going to be playoff ready, and this team certainly is.
J.C. Horn up to make the tackle.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Falcons are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. You're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. That drive started with now real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Bridgewater. And this one is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that, because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And they're going to speed things up here. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's insane.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Xavier Woods with a pick, and the Panthers are right back in this football game. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Carolina. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Bridgewater will try and throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Back to throw here. And Sanders has got it complete. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have the Falcons 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Right. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. What a ball game.